Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce myself again. I'm Max from Singapore Contec. I'm the General Manager of Singapore Contec office. So I'll start off with a very quick introduction of Contec corporate profile, followed by how and what we have been working together with system integrator and also government in ASEAN to deploy IoT solutions. Okay, I'll start with Contec corporate profile. Contec is a Japanese company established in 1975. So Contec is the earliest pioneer in computer-based data acquisition and control technology. And globally, as of March this year, the Contec revenue is running at $287 million US dollar, and a global headcount of 637 employees. So out of the 600 over employees, 30% of the workforce are dedicated to R&D. So we provide customized OEM services for many other brands, including Mitsubishi, Keyence, Veolia, Daikin, and many more. So we have delivered more than 50,000 of IoT solutions worldwide up to this year, and globally there are more than 40 millions of other brands' digital sensors are connected to our data collection and control modules. So Contec is actually a subsidiary of Daifuku Corporation. Daifuku is the world's largest logistic warehouse, material handling, and airport baggage handling system integrator. So Daifuku Group revenue is running at $6 billion US as of March this year, and global headcount of 30,000 employees globally. Contec headquarters is located in Osaka, Japan. So we have R&D center, manufacturing plant in Japan, US, Taiwan, and China. Singapore is the regional sales and after-sales service office for APAC, Australia, New Zealand, and India. So I'll start off with this share Contec strategy and technology. So we start off with three base core technology. The first one will be the industrial computing, embedded computing. Then second pillar is the data acquisitions, control and measurements. And then thirdly, industrial networking. So for IoT, especially infrastructure, connectivity, is all about combining these three core technology together and become an integrated solution turnkey package at the device layer and then connected to the IT infrastructure and cloud layer. Well, on this slide, let me further share with you what is the capability and how Singapore and regional government, SI, and even big end users, they adopt our solutions for industrial IoT and digitalizations. First, let's look at the bottom of this slide. Our solution starts from the digitalization from layer 0. We borrow the layer 0 from the blockchain. It's the 7th layer of OSI, but we started off from most bottom layer. Layer 0 refers to the assets with no output, non-addressable assets, assets with dry contact, analog connectivities. And then of course, we offer all the hardwire connectivity to these assets, digitize them, monitor, and if possible, we do the control. Next, we have the network layer assets. It will be the very simple to integrate because it's a chicken feed on the this portion. We will provide industrial networking, LoRa, LoRaWAN network, BLE, Zigbee, Sigfox, Wi-Fi, 4G, and 5G. And of course, there are certain assets, certain devices doesn't have any connectivity at all. Then we have to implement the sensors, IoT sensors. So as a whole, we provide 100% digitalizations, and then to achieve data acquisition, analyze, command and control from one integrated platform. So from the previous presentation you see, actually the infrastructure connectivity has to be in the hybrid mode. Yes, it should be that way. There can be wired and wireless hybrid design. And eventually, from all the hardwire devices perspective, it's either going through the wire connection, through the LAN connectivity, 4G, 5G, fiber optics to connect to on-premise server and or to the cloud. So next, Contec, when we work with our partners, so we supply the solutions to cover most verticals. I will not go into all the details, but eventually you will be able to gather this presentation deck from the event organizer. So pretty much we cover all of these sectors, including manufacturing, constructions, society infrastructure, hospital medical center, logistic, intra-logistic, energy, disaster prevention and security, transportation, agriculture, aquaculture, and sustainability solutions. Okay, so now let's look into the next slide. So today, we all focus on smart city, smart building, particularly on connectivity infrastructure. So I'll start with smart city planning. From the very first left top, most importantly is the city planning. The IT infrastructure has to be expandable, has to be easily scalable, it has to be having the same platform that future-proof the whole systems. Okay? And we go through all the various packages. So we talk about community, security management, including safety, monitoring, hazard alert, emergency response. So in this, our use case, we supply the fire protections and also whole monitoring and alert system for National Park Agency of Singapore. So maybe some of you have heard of Pulau Ubin. So we are now have supplied the whole hazard monitoring, fire protection system, monitoring systems for National Park Agency of Singapore in Pulau Ubin. Well, next on the building management systems, so I will not touch on this one first, so because the next two slides I will cover a lot more in details. And in terms of healthcare, IT for medical care, for the queue system, payment system, total hospital information system. In Singapore, we have supplied the queue management system and also for the payment management system for polyclinics of Singapore. They are altogether 28 polyclinics in Singapore. They are using products and solutions from us. It's based on all the backbones, fiber network connectivity back to the Medical Center Agency of Singapore. And there's another very interesting use case we have just launched this year. We have provided the prescription audit system for all of the pharmacies in Japan. So the smart city, the smart nation framework, Japan government had created a database, the cloud infrastructure, to have all the prescriptions being recorded inside. And when each pharmacy or medical center they dispense the prescription, the individual prescriptions are being identified, checked through, and also validated by the AI solution provided by us for the whole of Japan. So this will be one very big steps of improvement on the medical center in terms of controlling of the prescriptions and also even for human safety and health. Next, of course, there will be the traffic management system, fleet management systems, security surveillance systems, retail hospitality systems. So all of these public infrastructure are all running on the fiber backbones in Singapore that currently running on that, and fleet management wise are now all connected based on 4G and GPS network. Particularly, we have worked with Singapore Police Force for the whole lost and found management fleet, collection of lost and found systems for the Singapore Police Force itself. And environment monitoring, infrastructure monitoring, public transport systems. I would like to share with you are working with Land Transport Authority of Singapore. So we have what we need to implement the tunnel construction hazard monitoring and the tunnel ventilation fan predictive maintenance monitoring systems. So we provide the AI solutions combined with the fiber backbones, because all the assets are running under the underground tunnel and MRT tunnel. So it offers a various connectivity for all of this IoT solution, even for land transport and also transportation system in Singapore. Last but not least, at the right top, in terms of the renewable energy, in terms of solar, and recently Keppel has launched the biofuel power plant. So with us, we work together with Singapore Power Digital. So previously, Singapore Power Digital was using a lot of gateway for connectivity from Huawei. And then eventually, as Singapore Government Smart Nation Backbone Platform, GovTech, the CADA system, dedicated control and data acquisition system by GovTech of Singapore, is launched. All of this public infrastructure for energy generation, renewable energy, and also YTL's Raya Power Plant are all pumped back to GovTech Cloud using our solution gateway through the 4G connectivity. So in terms of IoT, smart building planning, so everything that you see from this slide, we either directly work together with the BMS vendor or the end users to digitize the solutions, or we have a direct solution to that. Let me zoom down further into the details. Now, adoption of IoT, the important thing coming back is the unified platform that is future-proof. So we come up with this microservice-based system design. Any asset, every asset inside a smart building can be gradually upgraded and also connected to the unified platforms. So let me share with you first at the very left-hand side, BMS, Building Management Systems. So we have deployed our IoT sensors for smart energy optimization control to Cable Bay Tower and also Capital Tower. Why so? Recently, I think you all heard a lot about sustainability and also carbon emission reduction. Singapore government has implemented a 25 Singapore dollar per metric ton of carbon tax starting next year. And from year 2025, the carbon tax is going to be doubled up to 50 Sing dollar per metric ton. And all of these high-rise building, smart building, they have to start to adopt the IoT systems to feed back to the backbone, such that eventually the result is analyze the data, having the optimized control to bring the ROI back to the end users. And within the smart building, I believe all of you all know there will be wired connection, different connectivity, dry contact for fire alarm, Modbus, backnet, a whole lot kind of different field buses. And there are also wireless IoT sensor network nowadays. So, coming back, the infrastructure is a whole communication backbones that we support different field bus communication layer, hardwire connectivity, wireless connectivity, and also the built-in configuration tools to digitize, manage, and control all the different assets under one integrated platform. Okay, on the second portion, fire protection system, just like I shared, Singapore Pulau Ubin, they have fully digitized this previously very laid-back village island to IoT island nowadays. And of course, smart energy, water, gas utility meter, it is all about having the revenue meters metering as well. So as a whole, I will not touch further. The key thing is able to collect the data from every single asset, achieve command and control. So I want to go into all the details. So these are the solution portfolio that we have delivered within the region. So if you are interested, you can contact us, then we would be able to discuss it further. How do we work together? So I think I will just stop my presentation over here because I ran out of time. Thank you so much.